Hello, this lecture was created by Bob Niels, and I am going to walk you through creating your first algorithm. In this presentation, we will create our first algorithm, and we will talk about how we use logic in our daily lives. So let's start with a problem. This is our problem. We are going to get out of bed and walk out of the bedroom. So think about this for a moment. Before you start writing the logic, we need to ask this question. Is there anything we need to know about the situation? In other words, should I assume we have covers on the bed? Am I in a bunk bed? What else do we need to talk about? So the goal is to make sure any assumptions become facts. Why? You cannot write an algorithm with assumptions. So your job is to ask questions. So let's move on and talk about the facts associated to this problem. So the facts of our problem are this. It's a normal bed, about 3 feet off the ground. You should be able to handle the size of the bed. You could have a sheet and a blanket on top of you. So let's move on. Let's get started. Remember, we are now going to write the instructions for someone else to follow and perform this task. I'm going to say this again. You are writing a list of instructions for someone else to follow. In this case, sometimes people go, I'm not sure where I need to start. And this is a good statement, but let's start from the beginning. Okay? The first thing we want to do is wake up. So think about that. You wake up. You probably pull the covers off. Maybe you turn your legs to the side of the bed. You put your legs on the floor. You stand up and you walk out of the bedroom. So let's look at that. Here we are. Number 1, you wake up. Number 2, pull off covers. Number 3, turn legs towards side of bed. Number 4, put legs on floor. Number 5, stand up. And number 6, walk out of the bedroom. Sounds pretty simple. That's easy. But let's step back for a moment. What happens if I do not have covers on me? In other words, you are not going to go through the motions of removing a cover if the cover isn't there. So maybe you want to ask the question, if cover on me, remove cover. If my bedroom door is shut, what do I want to do? I should open the door if I want to walk out, correct? So we need to modify this solution. So if I do not have covers on me, I'm not going to go through the motion of removing a cover. And I also want to check if the door is closed, probably. So let's see what that looks like. Number 1, I want to wake up. Number 2, if a cover is on me, then pull off covers. Number 3, turn legs toward side of bed. Number 4, put legs on the floor. Number 5, stand up. Number 6, walk out of bedroom. Okay? Not bad. Not bad for our first algorithm. However, we still need to ask the question, if my bedroom door is shut, what should I do? So think about that for a moment. If the door is shut, you obviously want to open the door. All right? So let's see what that looks like. Now that's where you see number 6. If bedroom door is shut, open it. So let's step through this again. Number 1, wake up. Number 2, if a cover is on me, then pull off covers. Number 3, turn legs towards side of bed. Number 4, put legs on the floor. Number 5, stand up. Number 6, if the bedroom door is shut, then open it. Number 7, walk out of bedroom. Okay? So we have our steps. But let's think of something else. When I stand up, I'm quite a few steps away from the door. So how do I open it? Let's dig deeper into that one. How do I get to the door? Don't worry, I'm going to tell you how to do that here in a second. So let's look at that modification here. Number 6, walk until I am at the door. Okay, so you just continue walking. Maybe your door is 10 steps away. My door is 5 steps away. But if I have walk until I am at the door, that covers all of it. So now we solve that problem of getting out of bed. Okay? Now, there are other questions that you may want to consider. For example, if my dog is sleeping on the floor, do I want to step over the dog? What do you do, right? So we will cover daily problems like this. And this is a great example of the tasks to get out of bed. Okay, this is logic. You've been doing this all your life. Now, you will ask questions as you move along, and that's something you need to be aware of, because we will add statements like this in our solutions. So let's go on and look at the next slide here. And I'm just telling you, this is something you guys already have. You know how to do this. And this is where we start in this course. So this problem and many other daily life problems are the basis of your inherent ability to solve problems. And the goal is to bring this logic out of you and realize that you already know how to solve these algorithms. Remember, this is nothing but a list of tasks to solve a problem. And you will take this and build solutions for businesses and process problems. And you will do this by developing applications. So in this week's assignment, you will do the same type of process by creating steps to solve problems. When you do this, your job is to understand the problem, and if you do not understand, you need to ask questions. You want to list all the assumptions that you can think of for that situation. Make those assumptions facts, and you can do that like we did initially in the beginning of this video. You want to start from the beginning and don't make it hard. Just start. And the other thing, important thing, you do not need to be right the first time. We can always go back and modify this. So go on and create that first set of tasks or your algorithm. Test it out. Ask your friends to test it out. And then go back and modify it. Address those issues or questions and add the what ifs. Okay? Last but not least, keep it simple. All right? And the other thing you want to do in this class, you want to have a little fun with it. This concludes the lecture. Thanks for watching.